Your core self, whether Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, is compelled to communicate through the lexicon of the trickster and the messenger. You feel in waves, but you must articulate those waves in ripples of words, jokes, and intellectual curiosities. This creates a unique and often turbulent inner ecosystem. People will often misread you, seeing only the glittering surface and assuming there is no depth, which can lead to a profound sense of loneliness. You know the abyss within you, but your rising sign compels you to build a witty, charming bridge over it, and few think to look down. For the Cancer Sun with Gemini rising, your core is the moon itself, nurturing, protective, and tied to the ancient rhythms of home and memory. But with Gemini rising, you don't just feel these tides, you narrate them. You nurture others not only with food and comfort, but with stimulating conversation and a listening ear that makes people feel profoundly heard. In love, your shadow is a nervous anxiety. Your chattering Gemini mind can become a cage for your Cancerian sensitivity. You may intellectualize your feelings to avoid their raw power, or find your mood swings triggered by a sudden overload of mental stimuli. Your challenge is to let your mind build a home for your heart, not a prison. For the Scorpio Sun with Gemini rising, this is one of the most potent and disorienting blends. Your sun is a wellspring of passion, secrecy, and transformative power, but your mask is that of the social gadfly. You possess the ultimate poker face, a smile and a clever remark that perfectly camouflages the psychological depths you are plumbing. You don't just communicate, you perform psychic autopsies in conversation, all while making your subject laugh. In love, the shadow is self-alienation. The constant mental noise of Gemini can feel like a sacrilege against the profound silence Scorpio requires. You may use your wit as a weapon to keep people from getting too close. Your challenge is to let your Gemini tongue become the sacred dagger that speaks your deepest truths, not the wall that hides them. For the Pisces Sun with Gemini rising, your sun is the entire ocean, boundless, compassionate, and psychically connected to the unseen. But your rising sign is a hummingbird, darting from flower to flower. You receive impressions from the collective unconscious, and your Gemini mind immediately tries to codify this flood of feeling into stories, ideas, and art. In love, the shadow is fragmentation. Your mind, tasked with processing the infinite input of Pisces, can short-circuit. You may escape overwhelming empathy through a frantic, scattered pursuit of 1,000 ideas, never landing on one. Your challenge is to allow your Gemini rising to be the net that captures the beautiful fish of your Piscean vision, not the storm that scatters them. Whether you're a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, your soulmate cannot be a simple, placid lake. They must be as dynamic and multi-layered as you are, fluent in both air and water. They must be your intellectual equal, which is less about scholarly knowledge and more about a curious, agile, and playful mind. They must be able to volley with you, teasing, debating, and building castles in the air with words. But crucially, they must know when to stop talking. They must sense the moment your Gemini rising has exhausted its vocabulary, and your water sun needs to simply feel without translation. Their silence must be as comfortable and profound as their conversation. Your water sun is a lie detector for the soul. You will intuitively sense hidden anxieties, suppressed desires, and unspoken fears. A soulmate for you cannot hide behind politeness or ego. They must be brave enough to be vulnerable, to say the quiet part loud, and to admit when they are hurt. For your Scorpio sun, this is non-negotiable. You need a partner in crime for the soul. For your Cancer sun, this builds the trust required for you to lower your shell. For your Pisces sun, it prevents you from absorbing their confused energy and drowning in it. They must possess a paradoxical strength. They must be your anchor, emotionally secure and stable enough to handle your water sun's tides, Cancer's moodiness, Scorpio's intensity, Pisces' overwhelm, without feeling threatened or needing to fix you. They provide the safe harbor. Simultaneously, they must be the kite, the one who encourages your Gemini rising's need for mental stimulation, novelty, and adventure. They should want to try the new restaurant, watch the weird film, and take the spontaneous weekend trip. They are the one who can ground your air and aerate your water. You attract this partner not by pretending, but by embodying your unique blend more and more authentically. Lead with your Mercury, but reveal your depths. Let your Gemini rising do its job. Be social, charming, and engaging. But when you feel a spark of connection, consciously reveal the depth beneath. This is your art. It means following a witty observation with a surprisingly vulnerable one. I love the architecture of this building. It makes me feel strangely safe and nostalgic, like I'm 7 years old again. In doing so, you offer a map to your true self. Curate your environments. You are deeply affected by your surroundings, water sun, that also stimulate your mind, Gemini rising. Move beyond loud generic bars. Seek out book launches, obscure art film screenings, lectures on niche topics, or cozy cafes with great music and interesting decor. Your soulmate is likely in these places where mental and soulful stimulation overlap. Practice the pause. Your mind moves faster than most. In the early stages of dating, you might mentally and verbally run circles around a potential partner. Make a conscious effort to pause. Ask a deep question and then truly listen to the answer, not just to craft your response, but to feel the emotional undertow beneath their words. This is how you will find the other translators and avoid those who are only interested in the glittering surface. Fall in love with your own paradox. First, your most potent magnetism is your self-acceptance. Embrace the fact that you can be the life of the party and need a moment of quiet tears 5 minutes later. That you can devour information on a new topic and then spend hours in a dreamy, nonverbal state. When you stop seeing this as a flaw and start seeing it as your superpower, you will emit a frequency that is irresistible to the exact kind of person who can handle it. Your soulmate isn't looking for a simple person. They are looking for a universe to explore. You, in your breathtaking complexity, are exactly that.